Imagine living in fear for over 40 years, knowing that a faceless nightmare could strike at any moment. This was the reality for countless families during the reign of the Golden State Killer. In a tale that stretches over decades, communities across California were haunted by a series of brutal break-ins, assaults, and murders. The predator known as the Golden State Killer displayed a horrifying consistency in his methods. Typically striking in the dead of night, he would meticulously scout and enter homes where couples resided. Victims were bound, terrorized, and subjected to hours of physical and psychological torment before he escalated to rape and murder. Over a decade, this pattern of violence claimed the lives of at least 12 people and left over 50 survivors of his brutal attacks. Each attack left behind a trail of devastation, tearing families apart and seeding enduring trauma. The killer didn't just take lives. He stole security and peace from communities across California, leaving scars that have yet to fully heal decades later. For years, law enforcement agencies across California were baffled by the elusive nature of the Golden State Killer. Despite deploying cutting-edge technology of the time, including early DNA analysis and coordinating across jurisdictions, the trail seemed to vanish just as quickly as it appeared. Hundreds of officers and detectives poured over thousands of leads, but the killer's meticulous planning and lack of direct connections to his victims made his capture seemingly impossible. It was a race against time, where the predator always seemed one step ahead, leaving communities and investigators in a state of perpetual unease and frustration. Despite the best efforts of law enforcement, the Golden State Killer remained a sinister enigma, his identity shrouded in mystery, until now. Before we move on, if you like our channel, please take a moment to like and share. It helps us grow and continue to produce more content. Now back to the show. The Golden State Killer's reign of terror began in the mid-1970s. His crimes ranged from burglary to rape and eventually escalated to murder. Years turned into decades as the criminal, also known as the East Area Rapist and the original Night Stalker, left communities gripped by fear with no significant leads in sight. Traditional investigative methods had taken the case as far as they could go. It was clear a fresh approach was needed. It would be the breakthroughs in DNA technology that provided hope for the case. Crime scene DNA, once limited in its usefulness, became a powerful tool thanks to advances in analysis and the creation of vast genetic databases. In 2018, investigators used a novel technique called genetic genealogy to match DNA found at crime scenes with a distant relative's DNA profile on a public ancestry database. This intricate puzzle of family connections led them to one man, Joseph James DeAngelo.
That huge break in a cold case terrorizing California for decades. Police say they now have the Golden State Killer in custody.
DeAngelo's capture stunned the world. After decades, the invisible specter that loomed over California was not just a monster of myths and whispers, but a former police officer living among his unsuspecting neighbors.
George, good morning to you. Absolute shock in this quiet community that the man who terrorized California may have been living right here. The Golden State Killer vanished in the 80s, gone for decades, until investigators say a key piece of DNA evidence connected the dots just days ago.
The arrest and conviction of the Golden State Killer underscored a new era in crime solving, one where no cold case is ever truly cold. It's a tale of justice delayed, but not denied. Thank you for joining us as we explored the dark past and the incredible resolution of the Golden State Killer's story. Until next time, stay curious.
For the 51 ladies who were brutally raped in this crime scene, sleep better tonight. He isn't coming through the window. He's now in jail, and he's history. Thank you.